So here we have really something special, a new concept. So we will all enjoy this evening in the park, and probably there is even our prayers were answered to have some sun and not the rain. So please tell us about the park, but mainly afterwards about the concept and the entrepreneurship idea that you have behind it.
First, Noemi, I would like to say something which is, I think, very important for all our international guests, is that we have listened to 3 different companies, 3 sizes of companies, and we have in front of us an Italy which works. And when we are listening to the news, we are listening to the surroundings in Italy or abroad, we have always the impression that the crisis is everywhere and nothing works anymore. It is not true. We have people, we have traditions, we have entrepreneurs which are working. And I think it is very important. That's my first consideration. The second consideration is that when I was listening to my 3 colleagues, I heard fantastic words. Icons, I heard tradition, I heard family, I heard tradition when it is not nostalgia, but it is oriented on the future. And I think that what we try to do with Cinecittà World, with this strong name of Cinecittà, is to try to see how these traditional studios, which made the history of cinema in Italy, in Europe, and in the world, how to make them become something able to be a new service to the people in Rome and to the tourists coming to Rome. It will be a huge challenge tonight because I am speaking, I will promote what I did during the last 10 years, and you will be the judge if what I'm telling you now is right or is not right, except for the weather. We shall see. But I think that we had a strong name. We have a fantastic city in Rome, and my accent is French, and you know that the French are saying that Paris is the nicest city worldwide after Rome. And I think the beauty, the natural beauty of Rome needed some added services for the visitors, because it is important to offer the tourists coming to Rome something to say or to show to our kids, because after Vaticano, after Roman Empire, after the Barocco, it is necessary to give some entertainment for our family. That is the main goal of Cinecittà World. When we are speaking about services and Cinecittà, we were wondering which kind of park we can build. We are not Disney, we are not Universal, we are very strong, let's say, business of park working very well in Europe, in Germany, in France, in north of Italy. And we were thinking if it was possible to create our own identity. And observing during my professional life all the capacity of quality, of innovation that I followed in different experiences in Biella, then in Milano, and then in Rome, I had the impression that all this sum of beauty that we have missed somehow a dimension of service, and that the real weakness of the Made in Italy, quite often, apart the examples that we have today, is quite often the services. So we put 2 columns. We have Cinecittà and a history, and we want to create services. And in postscriptum, we are not a huge producer company like I mentioned before, Disney or Universal. So we decided to imagine a new model, somewhere where all the family can find its own reason to come and visit the park. Cinema. Cinema, we create a different scenography inside the park with one of the most important design producer worldwide, with Dante Ferretti, 3 times awarded in Hollywood, and who designed for us all the different scenography that you will have the opportunity to see tonight. What is the difference with, in this case, Universal and Disney? First of all, the main idea, let's say, that we wanted to bring and to offer our visitors is not to choose the dream of the visitor. The main difference between a traditional American theme park and our theme park is that the Americans are fantastically professional, but somehow they planify your dream. The visit is excellent, obviously, but you enter the dream that you want to see, because you see to Spider-Man, you go to Batman, you go to Black Man is Black, and so on. And I think it is a model that we could not follow and we didn't want to follow. So when you will enter tonight among the different scenography of Cinecittà World, you will have your own feelings, bringing you to your own memory, to your own knowledge of cinema, or maybe bringing you to somehow, oh, I would like a film to be done here speaking about this kind of adventure. So that's the first aspect linked to the specificity of the scenography of Cinecittà World. We have another added value close to the scenography, is that most of the music of our theme park are done by Ennio Morricone. So we had, let's say, already in our theme park, 4 Oscars working on this project during this last year. So the first column is scenography. The second one, traditional in a theme park, are obviously the attractions which are created for our theme park, most of them realized by companies which are European companies. One of them is Italian company selling worldwide from New York to Korea attraction, a fantastic image of our industrial made in Italy, Zamperla. And we have 20 attractions which are obviously offering adrenaline or, in a most quiet way, fun to all the components of the family. These are the 2 traditional components of a theme park. We added 3. One is linked to what we call the ecosystema, the green park. We wanted a park where the vegetation, the trees, were also a way, offer to the visitor a way to rest inside the park, a way to have a walk. Meanwhile, our kids having fun, maybe the grandfather and grandmother can easily walk and enjoy a nice walk inside the park. And we insisted and we invested almost 2 million euros only in trees inside the theme park. So it's a very strong dimension. First one. Second one is animation and shows. We decided, we have in our group is called Italian Entertainment Group. We have a company called Filmmaster. Filmmaster became famous, let's say, a few years ago, making opening and closing ceremonies of the Olympic Games in Torino, launching in front of the press the Fiat 500, is also the company which will organize the opening and closing ceremony of the Olympic Games in Brazil in 2016. So we have this company which is specialized in the management of event, huge shows, and we ask them to prepare and to manage the animation of our theme park Cinecittà World. We have, in fact, very strong shows which could easily belong to show in downtown in the main city of the world. And they are very professional, and they are also bringing you in the imaginary of the cinema industry. So these shows are a huge component of our reality Cinecittà World. Last but not least, but the answer will come tonight, we insisted a lot on the quality of the restaurant and of the food. So I don't want to go too long on this last component, because you will be able to judge tonight. But these 5 columns are the identity of Cinecittà World. We are, let's say, smaller than the big entities that we think when we think, I repeat, about Universal Studios and Disney. We are 25 hectares, 20 attractions, and 8 different sets of cinema imaginary. So the concept of Cinecittà World, I think it's a kind of new concept of theme park. It has its own identity. It's a relaxed moment. It's a fun moment. It's a moment where the key word is enjoy the hours that you will spend in the park.
And it's great to hear a Frenchman doing so much for our Made in Italy.